So we meet again. How do you do this evening, friends? I'm here to talk about Satan and Lucifer. Or just my thoughts. Well, I could definitely tell you my thoughts on Lucifer. I can't. Satan and in my other video, I mentioned the whole thing with Lucifer and Satanism and like Illuminati and like how Lucifer gets tied into all this is like, I don't know. I mean, I can give you some the right reasons why you should associate Lucifer with Satan, but not for vengeful like hurt like people going. I'm here to clear the air on Luciferianism right now, okay? Because I'm tired of it. Like I was watching an ICP video called Crispin Law. Great song. Lots of symbolism in there. If you're big on the symbolisms. But here's the thing, guys. First of all, even the term Satanism needs to be changed because too many people, it has a double talk aspect to it, okay? You know, because when we, okay, now I'm talking to the people who don't know much about religion or spirituality, or they're very much have this embedded program of like Lucifer bad, you know, Satan bad. We're talking service to self, okay, would be typically when people say Satan and like scary, those are the ones you want to fear, okay, or the people that are in service to self. You could call it ego, you could call it Satan, but I think now it has too much of, like I said, a double talk, double speak tone, like meaning to it. So you have there's weird confusion there because you have people who are Satanists, and from what I gather, they don't hide it. You know, like they're like the vegans of religion. They're either gonna like want to brag about how their religion, they're the cool kids of the religion, okay? They're gonna let you know, like if they're actually worshiping Satan as a deity, okay? 9 out of 10 times they're going to let you know. Or they're spiritual Satanists, and 9 out of 10 times they're gonna let you know because they're gonna brag about how smart and cool and kind they are. And it's all because of Satan, not because of Jesus. You know, like there's usually that element to it, right? Whereas Luciferianism, they don't, whatever. It's like, I'll get back to Luciferianism, but as far as Satanism goes, like now, the service to self people, first of all, ask yourself this. If you're not religious or you don't really earn into it, then why are you going to let others try to scare you about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's so-and-so, I heard she worships Satan. And it's like, so? I don't even believe in God, sir. Like, why? I don't care. You know, or whatever. Like, if you're not a religious person, then what do you care if somebody's a Satanist or not? You don't believe in it, supposedly, right? But you only believe in it when it's like this thing, guys, this outdated, like, devil worshiping attack on others. It's out, okay? Out with the old, in with the new, okay? It, like, think about it. Again, take a breath of fresh air. Come back and ask yourself, do I care? Because why Sister Sam is even here is to help you get back onto the path of caring. So from what I've witnessed in this world, no, most of you don't fucking care anyway. So what do you care? You only care when someone's a Satanist, but you don't care when somebody believes in God? Like, I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. Take 10 seconds if you need to go outside and come back. Okay. Now we'll get to Lucifer. Okay. How, okay, Luciferianism, the only way I could see Luciferianism being tied with Satan in any way is, I look at it like this. I've always looked at Lucifer, I look at Lucifer as an equal to Jesus, but in the sense, please don't lose your cool, okay? In the sense of being a bridge between worlds. So let's say you have here earth. You're on the earth plane, right? Jesus would be a bridge to the higher realms, God, right? And heaven, higher realms call it, right? So higher realms, Jesus, earth. Okay. So yes, Jesus would be a bridge to the higher realms. Likewise, Lucifer would be, he's either or. There's always a dualistic nature to Lucifer. We should all know that by now, okay? So if you're on earth and you feed the side of Lucifer, you whatever you feed the spirit of Lucifer is what you're going to get in return, as is the case with most underworld spirits. So, and they're all dualistic in nature. That's just how it is, because they're more closely related to human. Aren't humans the same way? Like, that's why I never get when people are like, they're moody. It's like, isn't that's moody? Like, we're not robots. You know, people should be kind of moody a little bit, right? When you factor in like all of everything that can affect the human psyche and body, like mind, body, soul. Anyway, earth plane, Lucifer, hell or underworld, right? Lower realm. If you're on the earth plane and you're feeding the Luciferian spirit of pride and all of those things, yeah, it's going to take you to the lower realm. Likewise, if you're in the lower realm, and you may not even realize it until you encounter the spirit of Lucifer, the light bearer, the light bearer, the positive side of the Lucifer spirit, it will take you to the earth plane, back to reality, which some people need, as is the case for me. Because if you, like in the case of Jesus, I very much respect the teachings of Jesus. But I keep most of those teachings to myself. They're more of like, how can I explain? I embody too much of the Jesus spirit, I feel, which is why you know, it takes so long sometimes to come out of it, because forgive not what they do. Forgive not what they do. They don't understand the higher perspective, while people are, pimping you out. He's like, forgive them, Lord. Please forgive them. Forgive them, Father. It's like, no, I feel like it's a little imbalance here. Somebody needs the Luciferian spirit a little bit here to light the fire under their ass, maybe a little bit, so to speak, is what is layman terms, So where does bad no matter, there's so many ways Luciferianism can be interpreted, none of which I feel are like spiteful to other people. It's always about building yourself up, So I don't think like true service to self people, and I'm talking about like the people chanting over voodoo dolls and stuff of others, and like black magic throwers. Like, I don't know, guys, what they actually like. I think they go with whatever works for them. Like, it's so weird because, for instance, like, take Annie, for example. She clearly has questionable practices of spiritual. I mean, I could get into deets, but I would say what one would consider dark. Yet when I would like try to have these conversations and spread my gospel to people, probably making me so much more hated than I already was. They'd be iffy about it, like, oh, you sure? Like, I would say like, oh, I had a conversation with Lucifer, or whatever it was, I would say, and are you, bitch, you're the one You're doing death spells on people. You have a whole room devoted to it in the basement. Like, guys, this is my point. The spiritual world is not much different than the human world. Like, just think of it like that. Like, the people, it's always the people, like, when every time I start a new job, somebody come up to me and start, like, gossiping about someone, and then okay, then I know you're not the one to trust. Okay, your actions show your action, the truth speaks for itself, and the same goes in the religious world. Get over like this whole like dark thing, because it's really annoying, and it's shown itself throughout history, guys. Like, it's the truth speaks for itself. So this whole Lucifer thing needs to, like, I think most people, I think, are kind of on board with it or open to it. But yeah, like, first of all, ask yourself, like, do you really care? If you're not a spiritual or religious person, then this whole Satanist attack thing shouldn't work on you anyway. And if you are a spiritual person, like, you should be wise enough to know that it doesn't matter. Like, it speaks for itself. Like, guy, like, it's such a personal thing to people that you shouldn't ever be exposing others for being wrong. Because if you're truly a spiritual or religious person, you'd be going within. Like I said, maybe all of this has been confusing and like lost, like teachings have been lost in time because everybody gets shot up in the streets, all the true religious people. They went too far within and they didn't wear a vest. And they can't share their story now. But yeah, guys, like, just think again. Just go take a breath of fresh air, come back in 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and think. You know, as is with anything in life, the truth speaks for itself. This is what Jesus speaks of. You know, the tree should bear the fruit that the tree bears should speak for itself. So where's the confusion? I'm confused. And I'm tired of being confused over things that are not confusing, guys. Okay? So, like, can we just chill with the, like, Lucifer Satan thing? It's like, it's so outdated now. Please. Please.